Hello there, welcome to Blitz Transmissions. I'm Tommy, and I'm here with my lovely fiance Jennifer. And we are about to go embark on an adventure to see the Mandalorian and Grogu. Jen, do you have any expectations going into this movie? Any anticipation? How are we feeling?
I know that there's like gonna be this hot slug that's shirtless, so pretty excited about that. And I just want some nice, cool action scenes.
Awesome. I honestly never had high expectations for the movie. Like, I didn't think this was going to be the next Empire Strikes Back or Andor, but I think it's going to be a fun ride and a great Star Wars adventure. So I'm super excited. We're going to meet up with a bunch of our friends and some of our family, and we're going to go watch this movie. So let's do it. I'm here with the cheesiest of napkins,
Chud.
Logan. Any expectations for Mando and Grogu?
Embo in the Huts.
Embo and the Huts. And we got first,
What's up, bro?
Bly. Got any expectations for Mando and Grogu?
I'm going in with medium to low expectations, just looking to have a good time. And really, I'm just here for the drink.
All right, Lord James, are you excited for the new Star Wars movie? Yeah. All right, and then in 6 weeks, my brother-in-law, Joel, got any expectations for the movie?
I'm just here because I was an original gangster Star Wars viewer, and I did not get told I had to wear a cool hat. But I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Sweet, awesome. All right, now I got my Papa with me. Papa, do you have any expectations? You got to see the original Star Wars in the theater, so are you excited
yes.
for this one?
Kinda. I'm more excited by eating the popcorn, you know. No, really, the movie is more.
Right. We got another one here, deep cut watermelon outpost.
Yo.
What's going on, dude? What's
Good.
up? You excited for the movie?
I'm hyped.
You got any expectations?
I think it's going to be good. I just
All
hope
right.
we see a lot of Embo.
I do
all I
too.
pray.
I do
That's all I
too.
pray.
Shout out the Clone Wars kids. Hunter with the green Mando bucket. We ended up grabbing the orange one. You see it over there. We got my cousin Doug. DE, what's up? You got any expectations? Any excitement for the movie?
No, not at all. No expectations. Just excited my kid actually has to go and see a movie with him.
All right, guys, we got some other people we're going to meet up with, but we're going to go into the movie, and we'll see you on the other side. This is the way. All right, just got out of the theater after watching The Mandalorian and Grogu. First impressions, fun movie. Fun movie. And you guys are about to see a little follow-up with myself, my dad, Logan, my cousin Hunter. But my first impressions, this for me was like this generation's Clone Wars movie. When I was 7 years old, I watched the Clone Wars in the theaters, and it wasn't the most monumental, life-changing Star Wars for the adult audience, but it was but it was just a fun movie, and that's what Mando is. Mando and Grogu for me is that thing that's going to hook the younger generation. My soon-to-be nephew was there. He's 6 years old. He loved the movie. He couldn't keep his eyes off the screen. He loved every second of it, and that's what this movie is about. This is just a fun movie to get the next generation of fans in on all the Star Wars fun. So overall, I enjoyed every second of it. And just like that, we are back from the Mandalorian and Grogu showing that we went to. And I am here with the first of several guests, all family members that we went and saw the movie with. This is my cousin, Hunter, also known as Watermelon Outpost for all my OGs out there. Anybody from the 1313 podcast days remember Hunter?
So long ago.
We went and saw Mando and Grogu. How are we feeling?
So good.
Yeah?
It was probably the best Star Wars movie I've seen in theaters since Rogue One.
Really? Well, that's actually probably not a bad point, because at first I was going to be like, really? And then I remembered what came out after Rogue One, and I kind of refreshed my memory. But yeah, what particularly did you like about the movie?
I liked Rod of the Hutt.
Dude, he stole the show for me, I won't lie. He was in the movie a lot more than I thought he was going to be, too, which I thought was great.
Rada was like, I guess going into it, I had like no expectations. I thought it was gonna be in it for like 5 minutes, like a little cameo, just like they were hyping him up in the trailers. But
That's what I thought.
They developed his character really well, and I was just like,
I seriously, I was like, oh yeah, he'll be in there for 5 minutes. They'll do the gladiator fight, and then like Mando will send him on his way. I didn't expect him to be like really a supporting character in the movie, and I really coming out of it, I was immediately like, this is this generation's like Clone Wars movie.
Right.
In 2008, when the Clone Wars movie came out, that movie was very much it wasn't a groundbreaking, like, you know, the best movie in the world. It wasn't like an Empire Strikes Back or a Revenge of the Sith, but it like served the purpose of being a fun Star Wars adventure that like creates a whole new generation of fans, and Rhoda being a part of it like felt like a callback in that way to me.
That was the first like piece of Star Wars movie I ever saw.
Clone Wars movie?
I was like 2 when it came out, and I watched it when I was like 5. I remember it was like running on Cartoon Network, and then I watched the show, and then I got into the movies after. So
yeah, I remember seeing it in theaters. I was 7, and and like I was obsessed with it. Like I remember, I've told this story on the channel. Like driving across the street, like my dad drove us, and we got to pick out a Star Wars Clone Wars figure at Target, and I picked out Captain Rex. And like there are so many people my age that I talked to that also had that same experience, where like Clone Wars was your first theater experience with Star Wars, and it was the thing that just built this lifelong obsession with the franchise. So I mean, we got to go with my 6-year-old nephew, and he loved every second of it. Like, just I could tell when we were walking out of the theater, he was just definitely like overwhelmed, you know, like it's a lot to take in, but yeah, super fun. But yeah, and then obviously the Aura Farmer himself.
Dude, oh my god. He didn't say much.
No.
But like what he did, you knew it was like he meant business the
and
whole time.
His voice was spot on too.
It sounded just like it.
Yeah, I loved it. And he had his dog with him. It's a different dog.
Different dog.
People were wondering if it was Marok, which is his dog's name from the Clone Wars. This one was a female too. He said, I think he referred to it as she at one point.
That's Mando.
Yeah.
In the cell.
But yeah, man, I was, and honestly, the Anzellans though, I thought they would annoy me.
Dude, it actually wasn't that bad.
I actually thought they were pretty funny.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, honestly, like just an extension of Mando from what we've gotten in the first 3 seasons.
It was better than season 3. The whole movie is better than all of season 3.
I like season 3, but I think I liked the movie more, I have to say.
I think my ranking goes season 2, season 1, movie, then season 3. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair. Anything else you want to throw in here?
Not really.
No? Super fun movie. All right,
So fun.
get out of the chair. We'll get the Chud in here next.
All right, get into it, Chud.
All right, and next we have the cheesiest of napkins, my little brother Logan. Logan,
Number 1 Burt Peanut fan.
how are we feeling about Mando and Grogu coming out of the movie, dude?
It was a lot better than I expected, because I also just like didn't really expect much, but I also didn't think it was gonna be like amazing.
Yeah? What did you like about the movie?
Mainly that they showed a lot with the Hutts, because I love any plot point that has to do with the Hutts.
Yeah.
And they also showed my favorite bounty hunter, Embo. So, and he actually did do pretty cool things.
Similarly to Road to the Hutt, I loved that Embo was in the movie a lot more than I thought he was going to be. I thought the way that everything played out was going to be a lot less exciting than
I
it
got
was.
really nervous and almost disappointed every time they would like pan the camera off of him. Like, I thought he would only be seen on Navarro when he sees their ship land, and then we'd never see him again.
I like that he had a good fight with Mando too. He kind of handled business.
But he used
too.
the pieces of his crossbow.
Yes, that was sick. Everything about his character was great. It was really a highlight for me. I also was super hyped to see Carson Teva make his
I didn't
appearance.
expect that.
I know. I was really happy about that. Anything else that you liked, or was there anything you didn't like about the movie?
It's not that I didn't like it. I just thought the remnant stuff, there would be more to do with it.
Like
it
all the
wouldn't be
stormtroopers?
done as fast.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he wouldn't kill the dude when he was flying off, but he kind of just like got done with it
the
in
first
5
warlord?
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that I felt like was kind of playing into the plot of the movie, like, because then he gets back in Sigourney Weaver's character.
I guess also another thing I didn't really like was that Rada didn't speak like Huttese, and he had like a corny voice.
I will say it was jarring for me to hear bro sound like just a Chicago
He
resident.
sounded like a normal dude.
Yeah, but I understand though, because he did also speak some Huttese in the movie.
Yeah, only when he was fighting the other Hutts.
Well, and the Hutt twins too. Like, they speak Huttese and then they switch to basic, and I felt like that worked for What are we doing over here? What are we giggling at over here, dude? I'm going skibbity over here, dude. Oh my god.
It's late.
Anyway.
I heard it pop.
I want it.
Oh, Cody, get out of here. You're going to die of dioxis, bro. But I felt like this to me was not like the same target audience as a Maul Shadow Lord
Not
or an
even
Andor. Like, this was a family Star Wars experience. So, like, I understand if you're taking your kids to a movie like this, you probably don't want to be reading the subtitles to your kid.
No.
The Hutt twins especially, they're in the movie a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of the main bad guys of the movie.
But they also do speak English.
So that's what I mean, like them switching to basic, you kind of get the idea that they speak Huttese, but for the kids watching, it's a lot easier for a kid to understand.
Or maybe they should have had Rada have that, like, more like where they struggle to speak English, like how they still sound like they're trying to speak Huttese. Mm-hmm. Like, I wish he sounded more like that instead of just like a normal dude.
I'm just glad Embo doesn't speak basic.
I'm glad he didn't die.
Yes. Yeah, man. I also thought there would be more Empire stuff with like how with the toys, like how they pushed, all the Imperial stuff.
They made it
first.
seem like the main point. That's why I thought it was gonna be like the main villains.
Yeah. I mean, look at all the figures I have. I mean, off screen and on screen, like you can see, is mostly Imperials from the movie.
I did really like the snowtrooper without the mask.
Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, that whole opening sequence was great, and I love how like slowly, little by little.
It reminded me of the prison break scene.
Yes, they show you like more and more of Mando. Like they don't show him on screen, then you just see a silhouette. He just breezes by the screen. It was cool. But Logan, anything else you want to throw in here?
No, I think it's time to get TSTT.
Cool. All right, on to the next. You guys know we save the best for last. He is first in our minds and in our hearts, but he is the best of last. It is Commander Bly himself. Bly, how are we feeling going into and coming out of Mandu and Grogu?
As expected, more new media slop. I mean, yeah.
It's no Andor.
Did George Lucas make this one?
No.
No. What's that mouse thing? What's that mouse? Disney?
The mouse?
Yeah, Disney slop.
Yeah.
More new media Disney slop. Garbage. Don't waste your time.
Man has spoken.
Yeah. No, actually, I have to say that it wasn't anything more or less than what I expected.
True.
I expected just a fun ride, cool mission, some neat scenes, effects, nothing world-changing or life-changing story-wise, nothing lore-changing, nothing lore-challenging, just a fun ride, and really that's what it was. I did appreciate several things. One of them was the whole idea that you can take a family to see this movie.
Yes.
The whole family can enjoy it. Case in point, your soon-to-be nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Now, any highlights that you felt? And actually, I want to ask you too. You took me to see the Clone Wars movie back in 2008. Did you have similar feelings with how this movie was compared to the Clone Wars movie?
No.
No?
Clone Wars movie was different.
Okay.
That was for me as an adult at the time.
Okay.
I remember. Well, I actually went to the midnight screening of that. And actually, we had a little 501st event for the midnight show.
Okay.
And that was back before, back in the olden times when you were allowed to actually wear helmets and costumes and stuff to movie premieres. Anyway, we went at midnight, and it's a really animation, whatever, was definitely considered more of a kids show. No one was there.
Right.
There was hardly anyone there. But for me, when I saw the movie, it felt Star Wars-ish the first time I saw it. It wasn't until after the Clone Wars had been running for a while that I grew to appreciate the Clone Wars movie for what it was. After I found out the fact that it wasn't really ever supposed to be a movie, it was just episodes mashed together.
Yeah.
And because George wanted to have a theatrical screening, so they just snatched up these episodes and made them into movie format.
Right.
And it felt like that.
Yeah.
It felt like episodes of a TV show. This one actually felt... So a lot of people say that, this is just season 4 and they deleted a bunch of stuff and threw it onto the movie screen. This actually felt like a movie.
Yeah.
It felt both like episodes of Mando, extended episode of Mando, and also like it belonged in a movie theater.
Right.
I didn't feel like Marvel has done stuff like this too, like where they've either started with the concept of something to be a movie and then turned it into a TV show,
right, or
vice versa. This didn't feel like that. It felt like it was actually... It felt both like an extended adventure Mando episodes from the TV show, but also that it belonged... It didn't feel like it didn't belong in a theater, if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. Whereas, I guess that's the difference in my perspective, having watched the Clone Wars movie as a kid. That was like... It still felt like this larger-than-life, grandiose adventure.
It's literally larger than life.
Yeah, that belonged in the theater. But in the way of it, like the stakes of the story, and it was largely inconsequential. Like nothing groundbreaking or earth-shattering happens at the end of the movie, but you just get to have a fun ride in the Star Wars universe, and you could tell they had a lot of fun bringing back all kinds of callbacks, and I really enjoyed the very healthy mix of like references from like the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy and the Clone Wars and Rebels and some newer media as well, like the aliens from the Solo movie showing up and all that.
Well, before the movie started, I just turned to Logan and I said, I just hope Embo doesn't die.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he didn't die.
Yeah.
I just always, from day one, Embo stan.
They did such a good job.
Yeah, but one thing I will say, this definitely... I know it's a Jon Favreau movie. The movie felt like Dave Filoni's toy box. I mean, literally, like the mini rig, the INT4, you know what I mean? In the AT-AT. The whole movie, it was like Toy Story. It was like live action Toy Story.
This felt like what Book of Boba Fett was trying to be. Like that same, in the backyard playing with your toys. Type big battle, like with the Rancor and everything. Whereas this felt, and I have to say too, the action felt more intentional. It didn't feel like stunt people waiting around, doing like these half movements. Like we've seen, I'll say it in like the Ahsoka series. Sometimes things feel a little too slow and the action feels a little too staged. Whereas, like in this movie, every swing has gravity to it. Like the impact of everything, you can feel it. Lots of like headshots and like beheadings and all that stuff. They did not pull any punches on that part.
No, the fight scenes come hot, they come fast.
Yeah,
and it doesn't feel, like you said, overly choreographed.
Yeah,
it feels dirty a little bit.
Like a fight.
Like messy. It feels messy, like
a fight,
like a street fight.
Yes,
not like a professional wrestling match.
That's a good way to put it.
You know what I mean?
I felt like
nobody stood on the turnbuckle and tapped their elbow 3 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just next.
Yeah, that was how I felt with like some of the Disney Plus shows. It was like it felt like they were just trying so hard to make the fight happen that they weren't putting as much thought and care into it as they did with this movie.
I just thought of something. There wasn't one lightsaber in the whole movie.
It was great.
And there shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
No dark saber, no lightsaber. Dark saber's gone.
And watching Embo fight was perfect too.
Yeah.
He got to do some moves that were straight out of the Clone Wars, where he jumps and spins with his hat.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I was hoping he'd throw his hat at least once, and he did.
And he threw it, and then even had time to put it back on and do the little brim.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the title of this is plus spoiler review.
Yeah, he even did the
it just had the moment to do the finger across the brim before he started whooping on Mando again. It was It was so great, and I never thought I would enjoy watching 3 fat slugs fist fight.
No, it was actually interesting. I kept thinking, even in the arena, what is Rhoda even gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they got so creative with the rolling and the grappling, like, well, yeah, Hutts are jujitsu masters, apparently.
Yeah.
You know?
With which I loved as well, the Dajaric fight. With all the Dajaric beasts.
This is what I mean. The whole movie, I kept picturing myself playing with my Star Wars toys. Not just Star Wars toys, but like like sometimes, you know, you mix other random ass toys with your Star Wars toys.
Yep.
That's what those big Sentinel robots, whatever, that were guarding the twins lair.
The stop motion robots.
Yeah, like those would be like if you took, I got my my Ironmonger right here next to my 3 3/4, you know, Star Wars figures, and they're gonna fight this thing.
Yeah.
That the whole movie, I kept imagining that this is imaginative play.
Yeah.
On film.
And that was what I think I loved most about the movie. I like that it's not super high stakes, super heavy, super, you know, dramatic the whole time. I like that it was just a fun Star Wars adventure to get lost in. I mean, we're just coming off the heels of, like, Maul Shadowlord and Andor last year. Very, very serious, much higher stakes, much darker tones. This was a fun experience. Again, something you could bring your family to go see. Something that all generations can all enjoy together as a family or as a group of friends or whatever you want to do. You know, it doesn't have to be super serious. You don't have to be like, oh, wait, I missed that scene, that line of dialogue. Oh, I guess I'm out. You know, I can't keep up now.
Now Hutta was super cool to see.
Another one.
I kept looking around and like all the, wow, we've never seen that on film, just in comics. I've only seen it.
And it was in the Clone Wars.
Well, that's true. It wasn't the.
Mama.
I said, "Where's the
when my knocks fly out of my flea hole?" It was just fun. I mean, I feel like every generation of fan can find something to enjoy out of it. You know, also cool to see like a total backgrounder like the Amani Man, actually like.
Do they smell like Armani?
Do Armani Exchange?
I wonder.
Yeah. I bet you don't smell as good as Dior Sauvage Press.
No one does.
Yeah, no.
But those were cool. Those are crazy.
I like when they rolled.
Yeah, what was that? Never expected that, you know?
They were cool, man.
But yeah, they were pretty neat to actually see them doing something other than just standing in a corner in Jabba's palace.
With a stick.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, anything else you want to add as far as, like, thoughts, good, bad? Things you like, things you didn't like?
Oh, remember that part when Mando 360 ballerina no scope the corner camping noob with the YouTuber loadout?
I did remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember that.
Yeah, just a fun movie all around. I think it was just enjoyable film. I literally have nothing bad to say about it. Nothing negative to say.
Yeah, Star Wars needs a win in the theater, and I hope that it played it safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame them.
Yeah,
people are exhausted with the ups and downs and
I've did a whole podcast on it. Fandom fatigue. People have fandom fatigue. And they're just so, you know, tired of having to keep up with stuff all the time.
Well, it's been like I'm trying to think of a good metaphor, but we've been jerked around so many different directions.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But trying to make it this and make it that, and this is going to be a this type of story, and now we're going to do with this, you know, a comedy, a whatever. We just need to reset the baseline.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
a palate cleanser.
Absolutely.
Palate cleanser.
I do think that this works as a palate cleanser.
It was just fun. I would go again if I had kids. I would absolutely go again. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's just as much fun for me to watch as it is for the kids to watch as well.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Unless you got any other thoughts.
Your brother has that Embo build.
He does have that Embo build. Yeah, get him on camera. Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah.
Get him on camera. Come over here. Come over here.
Yeah, he's got that Embo build.
He's got that Embo
We need to
build.
do him an Embo cosplay.
I think it's time. I think it's time for Logan to join the ranks. Cheesy Napkin, come show off your build. Yep, look at that Embo build. Look at that. The physique of Embo. Yep, long, tan, and handsome. All right, everybody.
None of those things.
And that's going to wrap it up for our vlog showing off our experience watching The Mandalorian and Grogu. I hope you guys go out and see the movie for yourselves. I hope you enjoy it as much as we all did. Like I said, this is a fun Star Wars adventure. It's not trying to be the next, the next big thing for film and cinema and film bros to pick apart. It's just a fun Star Wars adventure, a fun family experience. And I think that if you go into it knowing that and expecting that, you're going to have nothing but fun with this movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm super excited to go and see it very soon again. So with that, guys, make sure to let me know if you have seen the movie. Comment down below, let me know what you thought, or we can talk about it further in the Blitz Transmissions Discord. As always, check out all the links in the description below. That's all for this video. I'll catch you for the next one. And as always,
New media slop!
may the Force be with you.
Breaking off. All units, fire at will. 1-2, pick your targets. Too many, Captain. Watch your stabilizer, Gold 6. Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. Gotta hold them here. Watch your left. I can't shake them. I'm hit. Where's our reinforcements?